guys, thank you so much for tuning into Oh No It's Yumi. I am so excited because I'm about to share with you some really awesome content. And you know what? This is such an amazing month for two reasons. Number one, it's Women's Empowerment Month here, which is so exciting because it just, I feel, opens more doors and opportunities for us as women to really make more of a difference. And secondly, August marks exactly a year since I decided to start becoming an influencer and a motivational speaker. I am so very happy and grateful that I decided to continue to stick to it. And I'm so grateful for you as followers for really, sticking with me, encouraging me, all of the support. People have come up to me many times and sent me messages telling me how I've really impacted their life so much. So in today's video, I'd like to speak about some of the mistakes that we as women make that is preventing us from really progressing forward in our lives. So before we get into mistake number one, I just want to speak about some of the inequalities, that are existent between men and women in the workplace. Did you know that there's a lot of inequality in terms of compensation between men and women in the workplace? And there's a lot of talk about all of the different other inequalities that, we're really aware of, and that's known in the media. But you know what? Those are all external obstacles that's holding us back as women. We need to shift the focus into internal obstacles. And I'd like to start it off with this. I want to pose a question. How is it that you feel that you're holding yourself back? So what different things are you doing every single day that you feel is holding yourself back? It might kind of be like unconscious mistakes that you're not really aware of, but just becoming aware of what it is that's holding you back is going to make such a huge difference in your life. So let's start off with mistake number one. Mistake number one is we don't take credit for our successes. And it's so very true, when we have major accomplishments, we have a tremendous amount of skills, we kind of like push it under the carpet and we're kind of afraid to really speak about our accomplishments. And I know that this is true for me. I'm all about being humble. And I kind of feel a bit weird when people are arrogant or if I'm sounding arrogant. And my life coach actually picked up on it and she said, you know what, Yumi, why don't you be just a little bit less humble and just own your accomplishments? So I just want to say that to you as women. Own your accomplishments, because you know what? You really do deserve that recognition that you're going to get out of life. So I learned something the other day from Sheryl Sandberg's speech about women empowerment. I think it was a speech that she had done years and years ago. And she was talking about that, did you know that men attribute their success to themselves, whereas women attribute their success to external obstacles? For example, if a man was asked, how is it that, you did such a good job, how did you accomplish that? And usually they would say, you know what, I just did an amazing job, I'm just really good at what I do. But for a woman, she's not really likely to say that. She would either say one of three things. She'd either say that, you know what, it was someone that helped me along the way, or a bunch of people that helped me along the way, or I just got really lucky, or you know what, I just worked really hard. So do you notice the dynamic with that? So I just want to tell you, don't be fearful of owning your success, because you truly do deserve it. Mistake number two is that we're not assertive enough as women and we fail to negotiate within the workplace. So I was watching that speech by Sheryl Sandberg and I found out a very scary statistic. Did you know that 57% of men will negotiate their salary in the workplace, but only 7% of women will negotiate their salary in the workplace? When I heard that, that kind of blew my mind, because I was like, I didn't know it was so little. And it just shows that, we as women feel like, we don't really deserve success. And it's kind of sad, but even though, we might be offered a set salary of some sort, but deep down we might feel that, you know what, I'm worth way more than this because of my skill set. But a lot of women would just kind of suck it up and be like, you know what, It's fine. Mistake number 3. Women underestimate their own abilities. This is so true and such a significant mistake that's present in all of our lives. Did you know we as women feel like we don't deserve success? Because this owes to our low self-confidence and our low self-esteem, which is such a sad thing because we honestly do deserve all of the success in the world. You know, we have so many great skills underneath our hats, or even just innately, just within ourselves, that needs to be shown to the world. And you know what? You already have everything that you need within yourself that is ready to be shown to the world and make it happen, and for you to become that lady boss that you've always wanted to become. So I listened to something also from Sheryl Sandberg, and it had to do with the correlation between success and likability for men and women. And it was so interesting. She said that success and likability are positively correlated for men, but for women, success and likability are negatively correlated. And I feel like what it has to do with is society's perception of women. Because I don't know about you, but personally for me, I've come across a lot of women that I've met in my life and women that I've studied through some of these books that I've read. And it has to do that with a woman that is very ambitious, very confident, very outspoken, knows what she wants. In the corporate world, she's sometimes considered a not so nice word, and it starts with a B. So that was really interesting to know, but this is changing though, which is a really great thing. But I just want to encourage you to go out there and not be afraid to speak your mind and be an ambitious woman that you were always destined for. So I'd like to move it on to mistake number 4, being too nice. Oh my goodness, this is probably one of the most significant mistakes that we make, and I know that this is very true in my life. And you know what? I like being nice. I like being a kind person, but I realized that sometimes I was way too nice in some instances through my life that people started walking over me. And I just want to tell you that, you know what? In order for you to be taken more seriously in your career and in your life, you need to make it known what you are capable of and what is it that you as a woman need and deserve and what you want. Don't be afraid to own it, you know, because you, like I said before, you deserve success. So if we as women want to be taken more seriously in our lives and in the workplace, we have got to be so strong-minded and know what it is, what we want. People need to understand where it is that they stand with you. So if we're gonna like play ourselves down and kind of, you know, speak like a little girl and be afraid to kind of speak our minds, and you know, sometimes when I know this is true for me, when we as women kind of speak our mind about something and how we feel about someone or something, you know, we kind of lower our voices a bit, you know, because we're kind of afraid of what people are going to say. That's not, unfortunately, going to get you ahead in the world, so just keep that in mind. So in conclusion, I want to encourage you as women to really lead the way for other women, pave the pathway for other women, encourage other women to have a voice, especially those women who are struggling to really get out there because they're afraid of what other people are going to say about them. Go and do what it is that makes you happy, because honestly, your happiness matters so much. Be ambitious, be self-confident, be that really boss lady that you were always meant to be, because you honestly deserve success. And I just want to thank you so much once again for tuning into my channel and listening to my content. You have absolutely no idea how much I appreciate it. And if you really love my content and you want to hear more from me, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh no, it's Yumi.